Okay, starting out with a little bit of a solo, singing A Little Wicked, because of course you know I have my Halloween playlist on. Hey guys, it's Amanda. I'm coming at you with a Halloween look. I've got my nails on, and let's get this face done. So first I'm grabbing my Mary Kay Timewise Matte 3D Foundation and a Beauty Blender. I don't know why I hold these things up like you guys can see them, but it's not for lack of effort. Anyways, this foundation shade is a little bit lighter than my natural skin tone, but that's not a big deal because it'll kind of play off with what we're doing. And yeah, I'm apologizing because I have to keep reminding myself to look at the camera and not at the screen. Then I'm going to prime my lids and go in with this brown shade and a fluffy brush all over my lid, all the way up almost into my eyebrows. And then at some point I got a primer in my eye, so like don't do that. And then I wanted a nice sharp line on my eyeshadow, and I couldn't think of anything else to use, so I just ripped the back of my liquid latex packaging off, and I'm going to use that as my straight edge. You just gotta be innovative sometimes. Alright, so up next we're going to take Sweet Plum eyeshadow and brush that all over her lid, focusing on the area between the lashes and the crease. Alright, so now I'm just showing you the Mary Kay crease brush and how it's angled to fit really nicely up there into your crease. And I almost dropped my palette. But now we're going to go in with Onyx right in that corner, going back in with my very professional straight edge, and we're going to darken that corner up. Alright, so up next is Frozen Iris, and I'm going to take my setting spray and dampen my brush and then dip into the color. The setting spray will help intensify the color payoff that you receive from the eyeshadow. I'm going to focus this on the inner corner of my eye. And then just to be extra, I went in with this NYC highlight and just dusted that in the inner corners over that purple. And then with the Mary Kay eyeliner in black, I'm going to tightline my eyes. No judgment, but I do lift my eyelid up when I tightline. I don't know how else to do it. Alright, so now for the fun stuff. I'm currently trying to figure out which direction I want my symbol to go. I want to make sure that it's the right direction. And then I took the Mary Kay eyebrow pencil and just plotted everything out. I took a couple of shots, but I finally got it symmetrical and how I wanted it to look. Alright, so going in with some liquid latex and a cotton ball, I'm going to start laying down the liquid latex, and then you rip apart the cotton and sort of outline whatever it is you're using, whether it's a symbol or scratch marks or burns. There are a million liquid latex and cotton tutorials out there on the internet. It is pretty user friendly. You just kind of got to play with it until you're satisfied with the way that it looks. Alright, so once your symbol is completely outlined in the cotton, you're just going to put another layer of liquid latex over the whole thing to make sure that it is properly adhered to your skin. Cotton and latex doesn't get completely smooth ever, it's just the nature of the beast, but you want to make sure that it's obviously not going to fall off of your face while you're, doing whatever it is you're doing. And once everything dried down a little bit, I went in and just defined the points of my moon. And a quick pause while I recite Jack's Lament, Shakespearean quotations. And then I kind of went all over the place for a second. So I took the Mary Kay liquid eyeliner pen and drew on some pretty intense wings. And then I took my translucent powder and my blending sponge and put that all over the symbol to make sure that it was matted down, and went over everything with my foundation color again. After that, I went in with my bronzer. I did some on my cheeks, and then I eventually went up onto the symbol just to kind of make it look dark and burnt. And then I took some different liquid eyeliner and just outlined the symbol to intensify the shape of it. Oh, and then I put these 3 little dots above my eyebrow because I was feeling extra. Okay, so I'm going in with the color Merlot and a big fluffy brush all over my under eye area. I'm trying to make this area look kind of sunken in and irritated. And then I take a small fine detail brush or a lip liner brush, something small. I dip back into that Merlot color and I wiggle my hand back and forth in a downward motion to make some veins. I also use Evening Navy, which is a blue color. There's no wrong way to do veins. You just kind of use color and wiggle your hand back and forth until you're satisfied with the way that it looks. Once you have the amount of veins that you want, I just go over it with the translucent powder to make it look sunken in. I also go around the outside of my symbol with some blacks and browns to make the skin around there look charred. I started with dots on this eyebrow because I like them on the other side, but then I decided to change them into lines just to mix it up. And now for my least favorite part, putting on lashes. I hadn't worn lashes in years, but bless up, they went on seamlessly. And then I just applied a layer of the lash intensity from Mary Kay. And now we're ready for some blood. So I just take a Q-tip, this is scab blood. Just gonna fill that whole little section in there like the piece of flesh is missing from there. Big blood. Just a big bottle of blood from the Halloween store. I wanted it to look like a natural drip, so I used a pencil brush and just kind of pushed it into my skin until a bubble formed, and then I just let that run down my face, and I was pretty satisfied with the way that it turned out. Lipstick. This is the Kat Von D Liquid Lip in the shade Witches, and then I just kind of extended the corners of my mouth out a little bit for added drama. Guys, well, that is it. I hope you enjoyed my possessed fortune teller gypsy look. This actually is the symbol for Lilith, so that was like the theme behind it. She got possessed by Lilith and got marked and all that jazz. So I hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you guys later.